Hi, wait, I'm coming. So, here we are. And I am telling a fairy tale. Fairy tales always have to do with a princess and a happy end. What kind of a happy end? And I start always with once upon a time. So, once upon a time, there was a mother who had two children, about 5.5 till 6 years old, and are 5 years younger, so about 1 year old. And it was in the fashion time that the mother made that all the girl a princess dress, a red princess dress, a beautiful one, and gave her also a crown. So she could go to the fashion as a princess, and she liked it very much. And the mother is not a real queen, and that princess is only a fashion princess, okay? But nevertheless, it's a princess, a fashion princess. And then actually, I was that child, that fashion princess child. Went for the house in which we lived. We lived also in a big house where a lot of people are, in a high house with 8 floors, and a lot of children were also there living, and so I had only to go out of the house to the playground, and I would find friends, and I had friends a lot, and we had a lot of fun together. And so I went out as princess. The boys came and said, "Hi, Karin, now you go as a princess. You have the nose a little bit high." And I said, "Oh no." I could kind of talk a little bit English because there was a bigger girl and she was from the USA. She said that she's the wife or the daughter or the cousin, something from Elvis Presley family. And so I just bubbled like her. I didn't understand what, I just tried to imitate her. So I said something like, "I'm a princess from England," because I didn't believe her that she was from America and the daughter of Elvis Presley. I did not even know who Elvis Presley was, but anyways. But then I also said, what she can, I can also. So I am a princess from London, from England. I don't know where I don't know why I had these things in my head. London and England with 5 years, I don't know. Actually, I should not know these words. I should not know any English words, and I should not know that. And I also said, my name is Sheila or Shaila. I don't know either way. I always changed Sheila, Shaila. I could never make out which name I loved more, which name was more beautiful. And yeah, that was it. And then the boy would say again, "No, I know you're Karin. You are Karin. I recognize you. You really are Karin. Don't do something with us. Don't play with us." And I said, "No, I'm really a princess." And I brought them to the point that they would hold my clothes behind. I said, "You can be my servants, you can hold my clothes, dress here behind, so it would not go to the ground and not become dirty." Now I also have a dress which doesn't go to the ground, but then I hadn't. It stand out like this. I had even a rife inside. I love this dress. I don't know why my mom did it, because she was so evil after. But that dress was even worse, stinking 50 years, which I did. I had to pay for that moment, but that moment was so great when two boys really, or at least one, would really glare at me like I'm a real princess and hold my dress. And my mom had to destroy this moment. I love this moment. I had my own servant. I was on the heaven at the end of my dreams. I did not want more at that time from life. My mother saw this and destroyed that. She came out running with little sister, and then she said to the boy, take a crown from the cat. And to my sister she said, take that leaf there, and with that leaf there, you take that cat shit there in the playground of the children, which is there, and then you put that on her head. She must learn her lesson. And I thought, never she's going doing this. Because my sister she could not really walk. She would walk 5 steps and then sit down and walk another 5 steps and sit down on her ass. And she could crawl, but she could not really walk. And then I really looked at my mom, at her, and said, I'm bigger, she can't do it. So I turned around, I said, this is ridiculous. I turned around and wanted to walk away like this a little bit. I know a little bit with my nose. I had at that time a very nice nose. I know it. I had a very nice nose, like Ville Valo or Marilyn Monroe. That was for me is a normal, nice nose for a girl. And bigger eyes than I have now. Big eyes, round eyes, not mongoloid like someone Rumor said. Not, I was very beautiful girl, just not blonde, okay? I didn't have blonde hair. This is a wig. I'm playing this like actress a little bit. Also princesses give interviews, and somehow it is, you're also real. So I'm giving an interview about my real life and playing also in the meantime. So in the internet, by uploading, it's all true. It's out of my real life. It's acting a little bit because this is already acting, and it's also a fairy tale, and it's also a fairy tale with a happy end and a once upon a time story, and it's my own because it's about my own real life. This is the special thing about it. So if Hollywood wants to play my life, they should ask me first, because it's about my life, okay? They stole already parts of my life, which I lived only in my head, but that doesn't change anything. Anyways, we all do that. We cannot really keep lines anymore in the heads. It's all crossing around. Okay, so, but then I turned and walked away, and then Pa must have taken my sister with that leaf and she had that leaf in hand with that shit on it, and she must have put it on me. She did. Actually, she did. The boy did take my crown away, and she did put the shit on me. And that to prove that this is not only legend, not only my fantasy, I show this here. And you know, I scratched out the last 5 years. This is a leaf with shit. You see, oh, that other one went down. You can really see the shit is here. And the leaf, this is only a little part of the leaf. I don't know if it's ahornblad or I don't know. This is only one piece. It was so big like my hand, you know. This is only one. It has this socken. This is only one part of it. And this is several years old. It fell out first, and this fell out yesterday, still yesterday, or the day before yesterday, when it's already over midnight. And that's why I have to upload it, so we know the date when that fall out. And you see the sheet is together, sticking with that leaf. And that's the reason why I smelled all the time bad, like Kaka. That's why I'm saying in the title, the Kaka-Princess. And the thing is that because I was stinky, children would later complain, and the government had to come to the school. So, but let me talk then further. Then when I was 6 years, then I was not yet to school. I was not yet in school. The kindergarten were coming, and why came it to that I did not wash my hair? Why came it to that I did not wash out that caca from my hair? Yeah, well, I will tell you. That's why I'm here to tell you, to let the whole world know how the legend was from the Stinky Princess, from the Kaka show, how it came to the Kaka show, to the Stinky Princess. I must put that away here to see me better. Oh, I once sat here and told fairy tales which are just imagination, and now I'm telling, yeah, I told it already. So I don't know if you also saw once in the internet that videos from Indian people showed when they washed apes. There was a time, I think about 3-4 years ago, when someone sent me that videos with that apes. These apes got all washed in the bath tubes with soap, and till that they got murdered like this. And I really, in that time, got also like someone gave me, like someone says, take it. Close that little figure, that little avatar in the internet, in the Facebook, which you can close, and I put then on the Indian clothes style, very nice one. So I reacted like as a child. Again, I was feeling like I'm Sheila. And I was telling them, why do you really murder these apes? Why do you hate them so much? These are only little animals. They don't harm anyone. And they should stop it. But at the end, I had to see that only my nerves, I hurt myself. And I said, I was really praying to God, why I have to see this, and why are they so cruel to these monkeys? And it was no answer coming. And I just, then come up the memories that I am that monkey, that I am that monkey that got washed in a bathtub nearly till death, that got blue already and very, very ill, and that nearly died. And that's from the own mother. You know, in the fairy tales you have always some evil persons and good persons and a happy ending. And most of the time a prince is saving the princess, or is saving a normal girl. One of both is princess. So, and in my case it was not a witch, not a huntsman, it was my own mother. It was not the stepmother, it was my own mother that did this. Because this is so unbelievable, and she was also a nurse before she was getting married. Again and again in my thought, it cannot be that she is my real mom. No mom can handle like this so cruel to their own child. It is just not possible. I cannot believe this. And then I started to imagination that I was a princess from England later, but later on, I thought I really was that princess. At the fashion time, I really know I'm playing that role like that other girl, like we are playing singer, stars, or just a married woman. It was a game, but when this repeated that really bad happenings against me amidst the time, it was nearly necessary to overlive my brain, that to think that my mother stole me, and it would be possible that my mom stole me, and that she's not my real mom, and that and then of course I could like choose what would I want to be, and then I chose to be a princess. Not a prostitute, not a nun, not a pope, not a priest, not a farmer. Then I chose to be, if I could choose in my own fantasy and my own fairy tale, I would choose my role, and that will be the princess. So, yeah, that monkey things, it is hard to tell this a little bit, okay? It is like in the Snow White, you know, that evil queen came not accidentally to a poison apple and gave that poison apple accidentally to the Snow White. No, she had to go there and search her and really kill her, really give her that apple to eat. And in my case, my mom also, she really did this, because she did before that fashion day when we went out, when I was allowed to be the princess. She did that monkey thing. She did wash my hair 2 times after, a day after another day. It's already 4 o'clock. It's already 4 o'clock. I have to do that away. Maybe